Vi er tilbage igen med endnu en reaktionsvideo, mine damer og herrer, og vi skal reagere på noget, jeg er oprigtigt virkelig spændt på, for jeg har ingen idé om, hvad jeg skal forvente. Det er en video af Raymar Football. Vi har reageret på ham på kanalen her før, hvilket var en virkelig fed video. Der er selvfølgelig også link til den her beskrivelse, så hop ind og tjek ham ud. Vi skal reagere på en video, der hedder, den her knægt var bedre end Messi. Men hvad skete der med ham? Så står der så, ja, fortællingen om Victor Vázquez. Jeg har aldrig hørt om Victor Vázquez, jeg aner ikke, hvem den her person er. Så jeg er meget interesseret i at se, hvad der kommer til at foregå nu. Så lad os ikke spille mere tid, lad os bare hoppe i gang.
Barcelona's youth program, La Masia, has produced some of the greatest football talents in history. It's one of the most prestigious and respected football youth programs in the entire world, where only the best of the best are selected. And of the many legendary graduates of La Masia, the class of 1987 stands head and shoulders above the rest. This class includes players like Gerard Piqué, Cesc Fabregas, and last but not least, Lionel Messi.
Wow, okay, sygt nok. Igen, jeg rører lige med kamera, så I kan se det. Fabregas, han er her. Som sagt, der var Messi, Piqué, okay. Sygt nok, man.
But what if I told you that there was one more, a kid who was ranked even higher than Messi by his youth coaches and teammates? A kid who, instead of Messi, played the 9 position, was the main free kick taker, and was even considered the core of the squad.
Oh, shit.
It might sound hard to believe, but it's true. And it was no other than this kid right here, the La Masia class of 1987 captain, Victor Vázquez. So just how good was he, and what ever happened?
Okay, interessant. Fed lille intro, jeg kan lide det. Lad os se, hvad der sker.
Victor Vázquez was born in Barcelona as a Catalan native, and naturally, as a kid, he would support Barcelona, as every young footballer growing up in the area normally does. If you were a kid who loved football growing up in Barcelona, it was your dream to one day wear the proud colors of blue, red, and maroon and play for your city. Victor Vázquez was one of those kids that had the talent and opportunity to make that dream come true. At the age of 11,
det er bare sygt. Lad mig lige høre, er der nogen af jer, der nogensinde har hørt om den her før? Spiller før? Både hvis I ikke er Barca-fans, men selv hvis I er Barca-fans. Siger den her spiller noget, jeg har aldrig hørt om før?
To join the elite ranks of Barcelona's prestigious La Masia youth program. And just to give you a bit of information on La Masia, it was essentially a boarding school focused solely on football, where only the best of the best were chosen, made to develop players to learn the play style and culture of FC Barcelona.
Yeah.
That meant
altså legit La Masia eller La Masia, eller hvordan du udtaler det. Jeg går ud fra det La Masia, siden han siger det sådan. Det er et af de bedste, hvad kan man sige, ungdomsakademier i hele verden. So
there was a huge focus on technical skill, passing, and playmaking. I mean, after all, La Masia literally translates to the farmhouse, and was basically...
Oh wow, det vidste jeg faktisk ikke. Sygt navn et eller andet sted at have, okay. The farmhouse, hold da kæft, man.
Barcelona's way of preparing kids to play for the senior team in the future. Being part of the program was incredibly competitive, with only 1 out of 10 players on average being selected for Barcelona's men's team. There, students would eat, sleep, study football, train their skills, and repeat. Out of 1,000 boys from ages 6 to 8 to try out for admission, only around 200 of them would make it. A mere 20%.
Vildt nok. Er det Xavi Simons? Det var det næsten, jeg holdt da kæft, mand.
But even if you think those odds aren't bad, I can almost guarantee you that if you were the same age, any single one of those 1,000 kids applying could dance circles with the ball around you.
Præcis. Det er også det, der er vildt nok at tænke på, at selv hvis du ikke er god nok til at blive valgt på førsteholdet, bare det, at du er en del af, lad mig sige, så er du allerede ret fucking gifted.
Risen through the ranks of La Masia like Pep Guardiola, Xavi, Iniesta, Carlos Puyol, and much more.
Wow.
But there was never a class more promising than the La Masia class of 1987. The players born on that year won every single title there was in their youth competitions for at least 5 continuous seasons. And matches where they would win 10-0 was not uncommon for the legendary class.
Oh my days,
in defense, there was Gerard Piqué, who was seen as the most immature of the group, which I think he never really changed from, given the way he tweets on Twitter.
Ja, fair. Piqué som den mest, hvad kan man sige, umodne, det makes sense. Du skal også være lidt crazy for at være utro med Shakira. Så det er ikke rigtig overraskende.
Then, in midfield, Cesc Fabregas distributed passes, initiated plays, and showed flashes of a great midfielder and maestro. And of course, a skillful Argentinian kid who loved to dribble the ball and attack but didn't really talk much, who at the time was known only as Leo before everyone would know his last name.
Wow, bare det, der har været en periode. Er det ikke sygt? Leo, det var bare det. Der er bare casual clips af ham, der dribler rundt her. Det er så sjovt at tænke på. Han har også bare været der engang, ligesom alle andre.
But the main star was a little further ahead, a person who was always sending the ball to the back of the net and the star of the team, Victor Vázquez. He could play left wing, right wing, or even attacking mid, as he was so good at playing with both feet, had incredible pace, and was great at scoring goals. In fact, Vázquez was so good, the La Masia class of '87 was once nicknamed Generación Vázquez, or in English, the Vázquez generation. I know it's hard to believe.
Overvej, at en generation med, hvad var det, spiller som Fabregas, Puyol, Messi, og så bliver altså generationen opkaldt efter dig, Victor Vázquez, så skal du sætte med kulden.
It's the truth. Even Cesc Fabregas admits it. In an interview, when asked about his memories of the iconic La Masia class and who was the best, he of course said it was himself. But after laughing and saying it was a joke, he then said, "We were a great team, but everyone pointed out that Victor was the best. They would always compete to see who would score more goals. They would go in for head-to-head duels. If one scored 4 in one game, the other would hit 5. Which says a lot, seeing how Vázquez even pushed Messi to try harder as his rival." And Gerard Piqué said, when Leo arrived, the best of the team was Victor, a player who was a natural leader for the group and very outgoing.
Jeg havde til overvej, hvor langt Messi måske var kommet, hvis det ikke var for Victor Vázquez. Havde han været den samme? Altså, han har jo nok allerede fra barnben ligesom skulle leve op til at konkurrere med andre altid været den bedste. Det er sygt nok at tænke på.
But whatever happened to him? What became of the man who the greatest generation of La Masia graduates was named after?
Nu er han blevet talt af.
It's a story we hear all too often in football. Physical problems on top of serious injuries ultimately halted Victor Vázquez's rise to football greatness. Minor injuries during his youth days would cause him to lose a significant amount of speed he once had, which by many accounts was even faster than Messi. These minor injuries would cause him to stay longer in Barcelona's second team, while his peers would continue on and play huge roles in first teams, with Fabregas going to Arsenal, Piqué moving to Manchester United, and Messi advancing to the first team and enchanting the hearts of every FC Barcelona fan, while the star of the legendary Barcelona class was left behind and devastated. Vázquez would go through a period of anxiety during this long wait, where many were left wondering what would become of him.
Virkelig gør sådan unreal one. Det er fucking trist. Fucking trist og ja, forfærdelig fortælling, det her. Altså, ja, at som han også siger, det her med bare at se alle dem, virkelig de 3 sådan store andre navne, du var på hold med, altså på det her ungdomshold her, ser dem tage til Arsenal, United, Messi bliver en del af førsteholdet og så videre, og du bliver bare ved med og sådan tænker, kan jeg komme videre nu, kan der ske noget nu, og du får bare skade efter skade, og ja, som de siger alle mulige med, at han havde angst og sådan noget, det er wow. Det er fandme forfærdeligt.
And never had a La Masia graduate have so much pressure to perform.
Yeah,
After all, he was the face of the class of 1987. Many Barca fans knew him and expected him to outperform Messi. And not everyone can handle that kind of mental pressure. It's not an easy thing to do and can be very negative to the development of not only players, but to everyday people like you and me as well. And then, after a few years of going nowhere, in February 13, 2009, after a Barcelona second team match against Villarreal's second team, on top of the injuries that already slowed him down as a player, Vázquez would be diagnosed with a dislocated knee. Doctors told him it would only be 4 months of recovery. But even after 9 long months, Vázquez could still feel the pain in his knees. Vázquez would finally get his chance for Barcelona's first team in December 2010 during the Champions League group stages against Russian club FC Rubin Kazan. Pep Pep Guardiola would put him in as a substitute where he scored his first and only goal in a 2-0 win for the Catalan club. Everything seemed to be turning around for Vázquez, and the hope he once had of being a star for his club did not fade just yet. However, his contract was due to expire in...
Okay, I'm so sorry. Jeg havde oprigtigt valgt den her video, fordi jeg tænkte, det kunne være mega sjovt at høre. Og jeg sidder faktisk bare og bliver sygt deprimeret nu. Fuck, hvor er det sådan. Ikke at bare blive ved med at prøve at kæmpe og blive ved, og du kommer endelig på holdet, og så får du det her mål. Hvad var det mod Robin Kazan, eller hvad sagde han? Scorer endelig sit første mål for Barca i en sejr. Og som han så selv nævner, ham der har lavet videoen her, det var hans eneste mål. Nu kommer der endnu et twist. Oh my god.
2011, just a few months away. Unfortunately, Barcelona had no plans on renewing it. Vázquez was heartbroken to see that the club who had raised him and once held him as the future of their team had suddenly cast him aside.
Ja, det skal overveje, hvor meget det fucker med din selvforståelse. At du bare, du har en generation opkaldt efter dig. Altså, the generation of Vázquez vokser op. Alle har kæmpe forventninger til dig. Alle tænker, du kan blive den bedste of all time. Og så den klub, du har været med, siden du var helt lille, den, altså, jeg gider så ikke forlænge din kontrakt, men fuck, man må det bare virkelig være svært at gå igennem.
However, that never stopped him from working hard and continuing to keep his dream of playing football alive. In 2011, he would move to Belgium to play for Club Brugge. And although it wasn't a top European club or anywhere close to as popular as Barcelona, he embraced it and dedicated himself to play as best as he could for the club. There, he would rejuvenate his career, being known as a masterful and composed playmaker who could pass beautifully and link up with any of his teammates, even scoring 25 goals in 165 appearances.
Okay, så jeg siger 25 goals. Det lød meget sådan, altså godt først, men så sagde han 165. Okay, så var det ikke så godt alligevel. Jeg tror, der var sådan 25 mål på en sæson. Jeg tænkte, okay, shit, let's go. Nej, okay.
The 2014-2015 season, he would be named the Belgian Footballer of the Year.
Oh, okay, okay, fair. Okay, I'm sorry. Jeg snakker for hurtigt. Okay, fair nok.
The Club Brugge, he would win 1 Belgian league title and 1 Belgian cup. However, after 4 years, Vázquez never turned out to be the legendary player everyone thought he would once become back in his days at La Masia. His early injuries took too much out of the flair and speed that he once had, and the unbelievable pressure he had to recover quickly and perform was just too heavy to handle. It was never a lack of discipline.
Hvor er det altså et godt mål. Også prøv lidt dyrt, nogle af de ting, han laver. Prøv at se det her mål.
And perform was just too heavy to handle.
Det er godt lavet,
mand. It was never a lack of discipline or failing to work hard. It's just that not everyone can be fortunate enough to avoid such injuries.
Er det ikke også trist? Altså det her med, at man hører om spillere, der har talentet, men som ikke arbejder hårdt nok for det. Og så har du en her, der, ved du hvad, han er humble, han tager til Klub Brygge, ikke en super fancy klub, men tager der ned og gør sit bedste, vinder en ligatitel, vinder Player of the Year og så videre. Og altså, det viser jo, at det var aldrig det, der var problemet. Det var de skide fucking
skader. After all, we humans are very fragile beings. But the important thing is that Vázquez never let that stop his love and passion for the game.
Toronto.
Even though he's fallen from his insane potential, he remains humble, hardworking, and dedicated. Something we can all look up to and learn from.
Han var simpelthen helt over i Toronto og spille i MLS.
As you often hear stories of footballers falling apart, turning to drugs or alcohol, or even end up in prison after losing the limelight or suffering injuries. It hasn't been an easy path for Victor Vázquez, but he continues to push through.
Godt. Igen, prøv at se nogle af de ting, han laver med en bold. Det er jo tydeligt at se, at han har talent. Wow, hvor er det altså virkelig nogle fede ting, han laver med bolden.
A journeyman playing in Mexico, Qatar, Belgium, and now in the MLS, where he currently plays for LA Galaxy. If one thing is for sure, Vázquez is loved by his teammates, coaches, and club supporters. He's known as a leader, role model, and kind man who works hard for his family and gives it his all in both training and matches, keeping his feet on the ground and staying humble no matter how prestigious his footballing background might be compared to his peers. And for that, I give the man my utmost respect. So remember, 100%. No matter your situation in life, make the most out of it, stay kind and humble, and enjoy the good times as they might not always be there forever. Vázquez might have been one of the biggest what-ifs or superstars that never were, but what he did become was a respectable player, teammate, father, and person. But that's all for today, guys. What do you think of Victor Vazquez's story? So if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like to help others see this video on their feed and learn more about this inspiring story. For me, it's pretty sad yet inspiring, and I wish the man the best. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what topic I should do next. I'm glad I can make a video on someone like him, as I believe he needs his story to be told and known to the world. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos like this. I appreciate all of you for your support and staying until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hold nu kæft. What the... Jeg skal sige det. Jeg havde overhovedet ikke regnet med, at det var det her, vi skulle reagere på. Det her, den havde så mange twists and turns. Også det med, at det faktisk ender med at I går så en godt for ham. Ja, okay, prøv at høre, du kunne potentielt have været blevet den bedste spiller of all time, men alligevel, at han er så humble omkring det, som der har han også siger der med, at han bliver stadig han er en familiemand, tager sig af sine børn, arbejder hårdt, han er humble, tager til MLS, baller den ud der, altså selv i Brygge gjorde han det godt, altså, I can't lie, fucking inspirerende. No joke, jeg havde aldrig nogensinde hørt om Victor Vazquez før. Og så kan det være, at folk tænker sådan, hvordan fuck kan det lade sig gøre? I'm sorry, jeg havde ingen idé. Nu prøver jeg lige hurtigt at google ham her engang. Jeg skal lige se, hvad han render og laver den dag i dag. Om han egentlig er gået på pension. For hvis han er den, sådan, hvad kan man sige, generation med Messi, så er han jo selvfølgelig oppe i årene. Vi kan se, jeg har faktisk hans transfermarkt her. Lad os lige hurtigt lave en deep dive på ham her. Så godt som vi nu kan i hvert fald. Han spiller, damn, my man er lige skiftet til Indien. What the fuck? My man er legit lige skiftet til Indien sådan for 2 dage siden. Den 31. januar 2024. Så han, okay, prøv lige at se det her. Altså Barca var fløj igennem the ranks. Og så var han sådan lidt rundt omkring i Klub Brygge. Og så tog han til Toronto. Han var lidt i noget Qatar. Var lidt i noget Belgien igen. Tog tilbage til så var han i LA Galaxy. Oh, what the fuck. Og så i Toronto. Han blev draftet. Jeg vidste ikke, de havde fucking draft i MLS. Okay, der kan man bare se. Og så nu er han simpelthen skiftet til East Bengal FC. My man, han bowlede den ud over i Indien. Jeg elsker ham. Jeg elsker alt ved ham. Han er seriøst en kæmpe inspiration. For det bedste ud af det, man kan. Tænk på, hvad der kunne have været... Altså, hvad han kunne have opnået. Alligevel gjorde han det, han kunne. Og har faktisk vundet titler. Kæmpe chef. Jeg har hørt om ham før, men kæmpe inspiration herfra i hvert fald. Så kæmpe shout til ham. Kæmpe shout til jer for at se med her også igen. Har I hørt om ham før? Hvis I har, skriv det i kommentarfeltet. Måske er det bare mig, der er dum, I don't know. Men fed video. Og please check Raymar Football ud nede i beskrivelsen. Og please også smid like på videoen selvfølgelig, hvis I har nydt den. Smid et subscribe, hvis I gør det nu. Og så ses vi i næste video. Peace out.